You're listening to today's inspirational message on the Proverbs with Bjorklund.
As we come to Proverbs 31, almost to the end of this book, we see some of what makes this woman of character, this Proverbs 31 woman, so unique, and that is the heart of her husband, verse 11, trust her and she will have no lack of gain. That means prize or booty. Booty not in one sense, but in the sense of stuff. That's actually a word that was in the Hebrew lexicon, hence the reason I chose it. But it means here, again, trustworthiness, that there's a gain. She does him good and not harm all the days of her life. She seeks wool and flax and works with willing hands. She's like the ships of the merchant. She brings her food from afar. She rises while it's night and provides food for her household. So we see this trustworthiness, this integrity, and then we see this industry. There's this sense of getting up early, working hard, and there's an ingenuity in her as well. She buys a field. She considers a field. She buys it. With the fruit of her hand, she plants a vineyard. She dresses herself with strength and makes her arms strong. She's into CrossFit, it appears here. She perceives that her merchandise is profitable. Her lamp does not go out at night. She puts her hands to the distaff and her hands hold the spindle. She opens up her hand to the poor. Notice the parallelism to the young man who's told to care for those without. She does this. She reaches out her hands to the needy. She's not afraid of snow for her household, for all of her household are clothed in scarlet. She makes bed coverings for herself. Her color is fine linen and purple, and her husband is known in the gates when he sits among the elders of the land. Tim Keller said this: her achievements have led to her husband's ascension into a place of power and influence, and there is no indication of resentment. To serve someone else's promotion and success does not compromise your own dignity and greatness. Rather, it establishes it. So this woman is praised because all that she does is helping the spouse that God has given her to succeed as well. And so there's this integrity, this industry, this ingenuity that's all part of her character. And this is what I just want to end this chapter with, and then I'll have one final day of reflection on the Proverbs. And that is this chapter can lead you to think, well, what I need to do is I need to produce so that I become the person that God wants me to be. And certainly there's truth to that, but what the gospel message really is that even when you don't live up to the standards, Jesus has done that for you. And when you resonate with that and savor that, then living out the reality of who God is, what God has done in your life, is something that becomes a joy to you. And notice what happens here. Strength and dignity are her clothing. She laughs at a time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom. And teaching and kindness is on her tongue. So you see here her wisdom is being passed on, and her children rise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Many women have done excellently, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceitful, beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her the fruit of her hands, and let her works praise her in the gates. So today, the question is, are you somebody who is seeking to bring good to others as God has brought good into your life, especially people in your house? If you're a woman, especially your husband. If you're a man, your kids, your wife. Or are you simply living out a selfish agenda? What will be praised are the people who follow the pattern here of giving themselves away for others and for something greater.
Thanks for joining us here today. There's a lot of great content to explore on Orchard Hill Plus and on the Orchard Hill main feed from the weekend. Have a great day.